SpaceX recently took delivery of Cybertrucks, and I don't mean one or two or even 10 or 100, but about 250. What are they all for? What purpose could they possibly serve? And do you like clickbait? Because I found an article that reigns supreme on that with a headline that isn't even substantiated by the claims it makes in the headline. It's a title that's so dumb you won't believe it. We'll take a look at it. I'm Brian. Welcome to Futurasa. So guys, I found this truly terrible article. Supercar Blondie. This is one that when it shows up on my feed when I'm just scrolling for regular news for my own benefit, I never, ever click. But when they make a claim like this, when it's related to my work, I have no choice. Supercar Blondie, terrible. A terrible website. SpaceX has already taken delivery of hundreds of unsold, okay? But they bought them, right? I mean, they're two different companies. They clearly had to purchase them. So they're not unsold, they're sold. Has already taken delivery of hundreds of unsold Tesla Cybertrucks and is expected to receive thousands more. Why, that's a big claim. I think we're going to have to dig in and find out if that's remotely true. Give you a hint, it's not. Hey, real quick, check if you're subscribed. YouTube has been purging bots. This is my subscriber count for the last 28 days. You see, it's never really great, but then it got much worse. On a particular day, they trimmed 291 bots out, and that might mean that you were also trimmed out. Just take a check and see if you're subscribed. Hey, thanks. So here's the article. It's great. If by great, I mean terrible. SpaceX has taken delivery of hundreds of unsold Cybertrucks. Unsold. Well, they're clearly sold, aren't they? With production capacity of 250,000 a year and around 20,000 being sold, there are a lot of Cybertrucks to go around. As sales have slumped and the Cybertruck has dropped to third in pickup rankings. What? Well, I assume you mean third in electric pickup truck rankings. Otherwise, it's probably 10th. Or worse, but who knows? You mean third in electric? Because that doesn't sound right. That really, okay, Elon has had to think of ways around the situation. Selling to SpaceX appears to be the solution. So why has SpaceX taken in hundreds of unsold? Stop it with that. No secret, it's been struggling to sell. Sure, the truck has always been somewhat divisive due to its design, but sales have really slumped. Sales figures indicate that only 4,000 were sold in the second quarter, pushing it into third place behind the F-150 Lightning. Okay, I feel like we should take a look and see what's going on with the Lightning. Oh, look at that. The production has stopped. Oh, this is from 2024. Yeah, that was last year. This is this year. Ford suspends them again. In wake of aluminum plant fire. Apparently, you can only get aluminum from one place. Everyone knows what they say about aluminum. You can only get it in one place. Yeah, could lead to estimated losses between 500 million and $1 billion. Production suspended in Dearborn. That information came from an internal memo seen by Reuters and was confirmed by the president of the UAW. I know some of us have issues with some of the reporting Reuters does, but it's being confirmed by the Auto Workers Union. Production of the gas could also be disrupted, but it hasn't. So that's not exactly terrifying, is it? And it also fell behind the Hummer. No way. There is no way on earth that is correct. So let's take a look and find out, because I don't believe you. GMC Hummer EV barely outsells the Corvette in Q3. Well, how could that be? That doesn't sound right at all. Here we are. The numbers are in, and we're pretty sure it's the first time the GMC's Monster EV clipped the Corvette's wings. To be fair, the numbers are very close. 5,200 sales of the Hummer, including the truck and SUV. Oh, well, we're grouping two cars as one. That's lazy. That's very lazy. An SUV is not a truck. A truck is not an SUV. They share a lot of the same parts. You can put the same name on them. If Ford were to include the Expedition and the Explorer and call those F-150s too, they could, I guess. But it's like how the Corolla has many, many different form factors. They're not all the same thing. This is, pardon me, ridiculous. Very well. Very well then. So apparently, two models of Hummer combined are narrowly outselling the Cybertruck. Great. Tesla has tried to get consumers to buy the pickup in multiple ways, including through major offers. Hey, everybody does that. Dealer incentives are around all the time. Special rebates, special promotions. You've never heard of Toyotathon? That's a thing that happens. Just got to get used to it. In the meantime, Elon opted to have SpaceX buy hundreds of Cybertrucks and have them delivered to Starbase in Boca Chica, Texas. They were also delivered to the Starlink factory in Bastrop, Texas. Electric reported that several truckloads of Cybertrucks were also delivered to XAI's offices in recent days. Wes Morrill, the Cybertruck lead engineer, spoke positively. Wes Morrill, the Cybertruck lead engineer, spoke positively of the deal, which sees SpaceX's support fleet being filled with Cybertrucks. Let's take a minute to discuss some of the reasons SpaceX might want these trucks. Now, I would agree that 250 is too many for Starbase. But if 250 is the number between Starbase, Starlink, and all the affiliated companies that work in the area, all the different locations, that number might not be too high. It is a very versatile work vehicle. And especially at Starbase, you could use them today to power things like welders all over the site. Anything that requires power, you could just park a Cybertruck and leave it there. It is a mobile power wall times 7. It's got a lot of juice, is what I'm saying. Is it 9? It's a lot of power walls, is what I'm saying. So there's a tremendous utility there that they uniquely may require. Then you've got things like maybe they want to use it as a grid scale storage solution as well. Plug them all in, vehicle to load, balance it. You've got a ton of extra power on tap should you need it. Do they need it? I don't know. That's not something we are yet privy to. Hey, these could even be employee bonuses. We just don't know. But there are a lot of uses that you could get from a Cybertruck. In the comments, I'd like to hear what some of yours are. And now let's get back to the article. Love to see the ICE support fleets, internal combustion engine, from Tesla and SpaceX getting replaced with Cybertruck, said Wes Morrill. When we engineered it, this was always part of the dream. Never imagined how hard the fleet photos at Starbase would go. Looking forward to more of this. As of yet, there's been no word on how many are due to arrive in the coming weeks. But, hey, wait, that's it? That's it? That's all you got? As of yet, no word on how many. You said thousands, Supercar Blondie. You said thousands. Are you backtracking? Because the headline is not supported by anything in the article. At SpaceX, Cybertrucks are expected to serve engineering team and operations staff, according to Green Drive News. That makes sense. That sounds right to me. Why has it been struggling? Well, things have taken a downward trajectory. When why? See, here's a shot of it. It really does go hard. Well, there's several factors. It's already controversial due to its unorthodox shape and design. So did it start at somewhat of a disadvantage? Factor in a high asking price that was only ever going to increase after the $7,500 federal rebate expired. When cheaper and more conventional options are available, the average buyer is likely to go with an alternative. All true. Feel like you're leaving out a whole bunch of things. It is a polarizing design. And it's not the design itself that's polarizing, though that is also true. It is the company. The company is polarizing still to some. Some people absolutely love it. Some people really don't. The 80% in the middle, well, they really don't care. They just want the best product for the best price. And for a lot of people, $80,000 is just out of reach. They might be looking at secondhand trucks. They might be looking at a truck that's already what they know and they're familiar with. If you haven't driven one, go drive one. It is the easiest truck you've ever driven. Prior to driving a Cybertruck myself, I'd given that award to the Ford Lightning. It was the lightest, nimblest, best truck I'd ever driven. The Cybertruck is better. It's easier to steer. It corners better. It's just, in my view, the two are not even comparable. They're not even in the same league. Blue Cruise does not compete with FSD, but only 12% of buyers are choosing to use FSD. So that's something interesting. Also interesting, it looks like Sawyer Merritt made a post saying, hey, you know what would be great? We should be able to give people a month of FSD as a Christmas present. And someone from the design team saw it and said, love it, working on it, hope to have it out in time for the holidays. So this is something that you may be able to do soon. Gift people a month of FSD. How cool would that be? Especially if you want to help out someone in the family and you think they would really benefit from it, give it to them. If you've got a friend who's got a Tesla who's like, well, I'm not going to try it again. Maybe it's time to try it again. Just thinking out loud. So that's it. That's the whole story. Thousands more on the way. Shut up, Supercar Blondie. You're lying. You're lying for clicks, and it drives me a little batty. Guys, what did I miss? What did I misunderstand? Leave it in the comments below and stay tuned, stay juicy. And I cannot wait to hear from you clever robots at the shareholder meeting in Austin this week, and perhaps at the EV event in Tampa, the Cyber Fest and Furious the following week. We're going to have some fun.